Welcome, dear friends. Today, this Sunday, we reflect on what it means to live as a Christian enlightened by God's wisdom. Our readings this Sunday remind us we know the path of righteousness, and excuses don't suit a follower of Christ. The first reading this Sunday reminds us that God gives us freedom. He doesn't force anyone to sin. Each of us can choose between good and evil. Life circumstances matter, yes, but they do not excuse the wrong choices. God calls us to live rightly, and it is ultimately our decision. St. Paul speaks about a different kind of wisdom. He talks about God's wisdom. Unlike worldly wisdom, which divides, which at times confuses, God's wisdom is revealed by the Holy Spirit. At first glance, this seems a bit paradoxical. The first reading says we know what is right. The second reading reminds us human reason alone cannot fully grasp God's plan. So we need faith to truly see and to truly understand. It's like looking at a stained glass window from outside, just a dark shape. Enter the church and suddenly the beauty of the colors and light is revealed to us. Faith opens our eyes. Jesus, the new Moses, fulfills the law of the Old Testament, and the Sermon on the Mount is a constitution, if you like, for his new people, for his church. He doesn't abolish God's commandments, but he restores their true meaning. On anger, on insults, it's not just about murder. It's about not harming others with words, with anger. Reconciliation must come first from the one who has wronged. On lust, every desire can indeed become sinful. Temptation must be confronted decisively in our lives. On marriage, divorce is not a trivial matter. Harming a spouse leads to sin and break. Jesus calls for a justice deeper than of the Pharisees. It is a justice enlightened by God's wisdom, practical, radical, and yet very interior. So, what does this mean for us today? Avoid clever loopholes or half-hearted obedience. Speak truthfully. Name injustice without any insults. Take initiative for reconciliation, especially in families, communities, and between you and God. Confront temptation decisively. Living rightly as a Catholic and Christian requires both freedom and faith. Freedom to choose, and your faith to see God's wisdom very clearly. So this week, let's strive to live with the wisdom God gives through His Holy Spirit. Let's choose what is right, let's love more deeply, and let's act more courageously.